Yeah. What up, YouTube? What up? It's Louis here bringing you this cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be looking at Thorchain or Rune. So guys, the last time I updated you on Rune, a lot of things were happening. I said that we had this potential falling wedge over here. You broke out and then you broke back down, and that invalidated it. This smaller one just over here. But I did say if you do fall below this line, you've got a technical target to the downside, which we have met here and here. So that is no longer in play. That was your technical. That over here was your technical target of the top of the wedge, but that did not play out because Bitcoin wanted to carry on down. And as I said, guys, in every single video, it doesn't matter what your altcoin chart looks like. If Bitcoin wants to go down, all the charts will go down, no matter how bullish they look. And it's the same for the opposite. Doesn't matter how bad your chart looks. If Bitcoin wants to go up, it will all bring it up. Even if you're in bearish targets to the downside, it will not meet its bearish targets, because if Bitcoin turns around, they will all turn around and they will all invalidate their bearish patterns basically and not meet their targets, just showing you how bullish they really are. So it's the same for the opposite as I just said. So you had this ascending triangle, you broke out and you met your technical target at 12.95. So we don't need that anymore. Don't need any of this anymore. So let's take a look over here at currently what's happening. Let me zoom out a little bit. So before we get into this, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and of course subscribe, and make sure you watch my Bitcoin video. I'll link that right now in this video. And also don't forget to follow my Twitter, because that is where I'm posting multiple updates. Yesterday I didn't make many videos. I did get out some at night, but I didn't make many because during the day I was just updating everyone on Bitcoin, because when we are in a dip, the only coin that matters is Bitcoin. So make sure you watch all my Bitcoin updates, as they are the videos that get the least views and they are the most important ones, especially when we're in a dip. So guys, what I'm seeing for Rune is potential bottoming out structure, a larger one and a smaller one. So let's look at the larger one first. So we have this massive double bottom over here potentially, but again guys, I cannot stress, if Bitcoin wants to carry on down, this will not play out. And in fact, anyway, it won't play out until certain things happen with this pattern. So what we need to draw is our neckline over here. This is our neckline for the pattern. And if you fail to break above this, the pattern does not come into play. So that means that you'll get rejected before or up here, and then you'll carry on falling afterwards if you fail to get above this level. So just because we're seeing one bottom, two bottom right now, does not mean that this will play out. You could come all the way up to here and still get rejected and carry on the downtrend. You must all realize that, guys. So let's get the target out of this double bottom. So your target out of this double bottom, once we do break out, is, don't know why that's there. Our target is $15.29. So that's of the larger double bottom. And of course, we need to find our ways of how we're going to get up here in the first place. We need to spot the patterns that are going to take us to up here. So what I can see at the moment is this. Let me draw it out for you guys. We had this downtrend. And a lot of the time, I don't draw downtrends because I use the 20 moving average. Can you see how it's lining up all the time? So that's why I don't use a downtrend. So the 20 is our downtrend. So now you've broken above this downtrend and you've back tested at support. And to be honest, guys, this is a nice candlestick pattern. However, there's not enough space. It's come down too quick in my opinion. So what could happen is we get to the 55 and we get rejected and come back to 20. This is very likely because you haven't left space. Let me find an example. So when you broke below here, can you see that gap over here? That is what you want with a break. You want a massive push to the downside and then eventually creep back up. You never want it to go back instantly, because you'll get a throwback or a fake out, just like this. Came back too fast. Over here as well, you came back too fast. You need space, slow and gradual, pull back and then continue. So go back over here. So yeah, don't like that because of that. So we could expect some consolidation, keep trying to break this 20, but as long as we're holding it, this is bullish. Now, although I took away that downtrend, I'm going to put it back on just to show you that there's this pattern over here called the falling wedge. And I'd say that this is a fake out, okay? Because this is what I'm seeing a lot of all the cryptocurrencies, guys. I'm seeing a lot of falling wedges, but with multiple fake outs to each side. So make sure you go to my Twitter. Let's just go on it now. Let me show you what I'm seeing. So yeah, follow my Twitter, Louis Crypto. Let's get this to 275, hopefully by the end of the day. However, if not, 275 by the end of tomorrow. And if not, whenever, guys, let's just pump this community, because a lot of people are saying that I'm really underrated with my TA and that I should be getting more views. And the only way I'm going to get more views, guys, is if you are sharing this content with all your friends and family. So yeah, I said that we could very well be in a falling wedge on Bitcoin with many fake outs. I'm seeing this across every single crypto. This is called manipulation to make it impossible to read the charts, but I see. If it is a falling wedge, the target is 68k. So can you see that we've just gone in this descending wedge, or this descending channel, or whatever you want to call it, resistance, support, resistance, and you found support on this level, the swing high. You broke above, amazing, bullish, and when you came back to test it, you just fell below. And you come to the support of it and you wicked up before breaking below. And you broke below because this is where the 200 moving average was. And you can see you're coiling up over here. You had a support and a resistance. So this over here is a bearish pattern. This is a bearish pen, a continuation pattern. So you measure from here, and then once you break out over here, you move that to the breakout. However, you see you broke to the upside and you back test it as support. So you basically fell out of the falling wedge, but you broke back in. So this is still in play, guys. And then you consolidate, you hit resistance, you hit support, and you're staying within the the falling wedge. How he kept on hitting your head on resistance. And when you do this, very likely that you're going to go to support. And so you go to support, and then you actually fell below. And what you did when you fell below is you come and tested the wick over here with bodies, and you had like a little scare over here. And when you fell out of this support of this 200 moving average, although I said this is a bearish pennant, when you prolonged it, when you went sideways, it made an even larger one. It's still the same target because you measured the push into it, but it just prolonged it and made it a bigger triangle, so to say. Like this triangle over here with this resistance and support, just an even larger one over here. But I don't have the line to show you. But yeah, once you lost that, I said that you've got a technical target now at, I think, around 61k, which was the outside of a massive descending triangle, which actually broke to the upside, which is very bullish because it's a bearish pattern. And that was in my Bitcoin video from yesterday, so I'll link that down below. But yeah, you fell out, you back tested as support, amazing, and you broke back in, you came back to it and tested as support, and now you're going backwards and forwards, but you're still in the pattern. So as long as you're still in this, you're on technical targets to the upside, because I did post yesterday that this could be a potential inverse head and shoulders, or a shoulder, head, and a shoulder over here. And I said if you break your neckline in a technical target, so I think it was, to be honest, guys, I've forgotten what the technical target was, but maybe 65k or something like that. And yeah, so I said that even though we've already back tested support, or I've forgotten where we were, but I said that you're going to keep on trying to break below this, because this is how the chart works, basically. It keeps trying to go one way when it actually doesn't want to, and then it eventually goes the other way. So even this over here could be seen as a falling wedge, from this being the resistance and this being the support. So then obviously if you break out over here, this would be a target in the short term, but you're already respecting the neckline on the other side of the inverse head and shoulders, which means that the pattern is valid. But if you lose this, you lose the pattern, so it's invalidated, and you'll keep going down in this until you reach the apex and you break out. But at the moment, you got a low, you got a higher low, you're on the outside of the inverse head and shoulders, and you're going to try and tackle this 20 and the 55 to get to this 65k target of it that it has. So I'm going to head back to Rune, and this is the similar thing that we're seeing, this falling wedge with multiple fake outs. You're now broken out of it. So because you've broken out of it and you back tested it as support, you're in a technical target to the top of the wedge at $13.45. So that is your new target, $13.45, which takes us to up here, because remember, guys, we were looking for patterns to take us to here. And now we found that pattern. And not only have we found that pattern, there's another one, but we need to go to the 15-minute. And just want to say thank you guys for liking this video, subscribing, and supporting my Twitter page. So what I'm seeing here is this double bottom over here. One bottom, two bottom. So I'm going to get you guys the technical target for that. We haven't broken out of it yet. As you can see, we're still below it. But on the 15-minute, you were in this downtrend. I'm going to remove the 55. So you're in this downtrend. You were below the 20 and the 200, and you're in this downtrend. And you broke above the 20, you back tested that support, and that is telling me that we are now going to go to the 200. However, once we get there, we're most likely going to fall back to the neckline of this double bottom, and that's when we go and take out. And what's interesting as well is that we have now got a confirmation statement. Now I know it's on the 15-minute time frame, it's a waffle time frame, so we don't want to take too much note of it because we want to see this happening on the higher time frames. But this on the 15-minute is stating that you've just started an uptrend. It's just confirmed that you started this uptrend, this bullish cross. But again, guys, we didn't need this bullish cross to tell us that we're in an uptrend. You know what I mean, guys? We have a low. There's a low here. That's a higher low. Now we've got higher lows. So if you got higher lows, you'll eventually make higher highs, okay? So, and you've got a technical target to here. But before we get there, fall back, hold the swing high as a swing low, get up to here, hold this 200, and then we'll start heading up the staircase. So our target at $13.45, which takes us to the top of the wedge where we have this other double bottom over here. And out of that, once we break this neckline of $13.45, we got a target at $15, guys. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's update on Rune. Good luck with the bull run, guys. Thank you for all your support, and I'll catch you in the next update. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.